This is my strategic communication plan. We will be focusing on enhancing employee retention. At Walgreens, I am Michael Lambert Jr. for my Business 469 Strategic Professional class. Walgreens is one of the biggest retail pharmacy chains out there. It's dealing with a typical change, keeping employees around. High turnover rates can be extensive and hurt both productivity and how happy customers are. We aim to boost employee retention by stepping up our internal communication. Studies indicate that open and honest communication can build loyalty and keep employees engaged. This plan will concentrate on establishing a two-way communication system that aims to cut turnover by 20%. Our organizational goal: the aim is to cut down employee turnover by 20% in the upcoming fiscal year. To make this happen, solid internal communication is super important because it helps boost engagement and keeps everyone on the same page, from staff to management. As noted by Ferreira, good internal communication is essential for creating employee loyalty and satisfaction. And this is our problem. We have communication gaps. Right now, there's a communication gap breakdown between mid-level staff and the leadership team at Walgreens. This disconnect results in issues like a lack of transparency, recognition, and overall clarity. Mid-level employees often keep out of the loop with leadership, contributing to a high turnover rate. According to Tian, having transformal leadership along with good communication can really boost employee engagement and help keep them around longer. Our objective of the communication plan. The goal of this plan is to set up a clear, responsive, and steady communication system. By tackling communication issues, we want to build a better bond between employees and management. This connection will boost employee happiness and lower turnover rates. Research indicates that when employees feel listened to and valued, they're more inclined to stay loyal. And our target audiences. We have two key target audiences. We have the mid-level employees. These are the employees that deserve the acknowledgement and a feeling of being a part of the company's bigger picture. And for the second one, we have senior leadership. Leaders really need to get how crucial open communication is for building employee loyalty. According to Tian, it's super important to direct communication towards both employees and leadership to make retention strategies work effectively. Some key messages. For mid-level employees, the message will highlight their efforts, promote openness, and their link to work to the company's overall achievements. And for the senior leadership, the message will highlight how crucial two-way communication is, urging leaders to connect more directly with their employees to build trust and keep them around. And our communication methods. We'll keep employees in the loop through town hall meetings, internal newsletters, and surveys. Town halls are a great way for live chats between staff and management. For the leadership team, we'll set up executive briefings and one-on-one meetings. This way, they can stay connected with what employees care about and make sure everyone is on the same page with communication plans. And here is our week-by-week timeline. This plan will roll out over 12 weeks. On weeks 1 and 2, we will distribute surveys to assess communication practices. On week 3, leadership reviews results and identifies key improvements. On week 4, we'll have our first town hall meeting to address employee concerns. On weeks 5 and 6, we will begin distributing monthly newsletters. Weeks 7 to 8, leadership holds one-on-one meetings with department heads. And then on week 9, we will have our second town hall meeting. Weeks 10 and 11, leadership retreat to review the progress. And then on week 12, we will do our final evaluation. And here's our budget breakdown for this whole plan. It's going to be $9,000 and $600. The survey software, that's going to run about $600. The communication platform, Slack, is going to be about $1,500. They do have a free tier, so we may be able to minimize that. But to make sure we approach this appropriately, we got to budget in $1,500. Town hall meeting setup, that's going to be about $2,500. Newsletter design and distribution, that'll cost roughly another grand. And our leadership retreat, 4,000. And this is how we're going to evaluate our success. We'll check how well this plan is working by doing follow-up surveys with employees, looking at retention rates, and evaluating our leaders. The surveys will focus on how happy everyone is with communication changes, and HR will keep an eye on retention stats. We'll also assess if we hit our communication targets through leadership evaluations. And our conclusion. To wrap it up, this communication strategy aims to tackle employee retention issues at Walmart by improving how they communicate internally. By setting up clear and responsive communication channels, Walgreens can build a more engaged team and lower turnover rates, which will contribute to lasting success for the organization. And here's a few references: Fiera, Tien, and Welsh. Thank you. Again, I am Michael Lambert Jr. This is my strategic plan for retention at Walgreens for my business 469 strategic class.